In Toronto, most of the high-rise residential buildings are condos. Some are apartments. What is the difference? In a condo building, each unit is owned by a separate owner. An apartment is typically entirely owned by a company for rental purposes. What's your impression of rental apartment building in Toronto? Old? Low income? Stay away! That's because the economics of constructing a rental made little sense compared to a condo. To build a rental apartment, the one owner needs to pay for the majority of the equity and assume all the risk. And it would take 10 to 20 years to realize the long-term rental returns. On the other hand, to build a condo, the builder can get a significant portion of their financing by securing their deposits from future unit owners. When the condo building is complete in 4 years, the builder gets the return on the investment and moves on. More risk, much longer time to get the returns. Why would a builder want to build a rental apartment, right? But a few weeks ago, Toronto Star has this headline: construction of rental apartments at the highest level since the 1970s. What's happening?
Only 690 people per year have the opportunity to invest in this secret golden district in central downtown Toronto. Discover the unique opportunity to invest with the #1 builder in Toronto. The most attractive downtown project at the most affordable prices. 55 Mercer Condos. Get your unit now. Click the link in the description.
On November 15, 2018, the Ford government made an announcement.
We will also reintroduce a rent control exemption that will apply to new rental units in order to increase housing supply across the province.
The goal of the policy is to increase rental unit supply by encouraging more new condo owners to lease out their units as long-term investments. So far, the new rental stock added to the market is not large enough to be market-changing. Rental market in Toronto area continues to outpace supply. A healthy vacancy rate should be around 3%. Toronto is at only 1.5%, apartment and condos combined. Let's dig deeper. Families looking for 3-bedroom units saw the tightest condition at 1.1% vacancy rate, compared to 2.1% for bachelor suites. This goes in line with the condo living trend we discussed last week. More and more young families want to live downtown or location with public transit. If you think about it, 3-bedroom units are very rare compared to studio or 1-bedroom units. Since 2016, when people think that the 3-bedroom units are too big for investment, I quietly grabbed them for my own investment. If we look at condo alone, the rental conditions were even tighter, with a 0.8% vacancy rate in 2019. As a result, rents grew around 13% on average year over year. Overall, Toronto rent shot up at the fastest rate in a decade in 2019. You see, there are 3 very favorable factors for Toronto investors. Number 1, low vacancy rates. Number 2, high rent growth. Number 3, low interest rates. How attractive are they? To the point where builders are investing into building rental apartments. Just in the 4th quarter of 2019, there were 12,367 apartments being built. That's 66% of the total number of units built in 1980s and 1990s. Also, there was a 43% year-over-year increase in the number of development applications for purpose-built rentals in 2019. More risk, much longer time to get returns. Builder still wants to build so many rental apartments. That's how confident they are on the long-term outlook of Toronto rental market. And if you think rental apartments are like the old days, you will be shocked. This is the Livermore rental building just south of Bay and College. Look like another condo in the Bay Street neighborhood, right? It even has a dog spa and 2-story sky lounge. Rent? Same as the condo market rent. You see, in this decade, rental apartments are going to be of high quality and at prime downtown locations as well. So what does this mean for you as a condo investor? The builders obviously believe that the long-term market in Toronto will be very strong. So just like you, they want to own rental investment properties. You hold on to individual units and they hold on to the entire buildings. That means it will be harder and harder for us to find opportunities at prime downtown locations because the rental builders will also be hunting for them as well. If you want to stay on top of the market, make sure you click the subscribe button and hit the bell now so you won't miss my market updates. So go ahead and subscribe now.